Wow. Bloody hell. Stuff you see on the internet. Hang on.
During the meanwhilest... No.
Ooh, well hello, it's Dexter and me, back with yet another enthralling Tech Tuesday. Now this isn't the Tech Tuesday I had planned for today. I had planned my sub £1,000 full frame Nikon kit for today, but I made a snap purchase at the back end of last week, and I bought a new lens. Well, not a new lens, it's used. It's a what do they call it these days? Pre-enjoyed. A pre-enjoyed lens. Now anybody who's been looking at or following my Instagram lately, or has seen any of the little nature walk videos that Dexter and I do, you can't have failed to have noticed that I've been taking more and more pictures of birds, our little feathered friends. And do you know what? I never ever thought I would get into this type of photography, but it is so captivating. I really enjoy the challenge. Now I did say in one of my previous videos that I will never be any good as a wildlife photographer because I simply do not have the levels of patience required, and that probably will never change. But hopefully with this lens I can get some better images, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. I have been using my 50 to 140 with the 2x teleconverter to get I'll put a couple of images up now, and some rather lovely slow motion video that I filmed the other day down in my local woodland. I'll pop that up now. I've been using that, but I found that the reach just isn't quite far enough, even with that 2x teleconverter. It's given me around about a 100 to 400 in full frame equivalent with the teleconverter fitted. So what I've done is I've gone out and bought a Fujifilm 100 to 400 lens, which in full frame equivalencies is 150 to 600. But I've also got, and it's on there, the 2x teleconverter fitted to the lens, which makes it a 200 to 800, is it? Yeah. So effectively then that means a 1200mm full frame equivalent at its longest. That's crazy. At its longest reach, 1200mm. That can't be right, surely. Anyway, it seems that it is. So hopefully, with that kind of reach, I should be able to get some more images. Now I do know this is it's not particularly fast lens. It's a variable aperture. It's an f/4.5 to 5.6. So at the very longest end, my widest aperture is going to be f11, which isn't ideal. It's going to mean bumping up the ISO quite a bit. But the images I've been shooting lately, I've shot at 800 and 1600 ISO, and they're clean. They're remarkably clean considering the densely packed 40 megapixel sensor that the X-T5 has. Anyway, I'm hoping that I could be able to get some decent images, regardless of the slowness of the lens. And for things like filming a bit of video, that's not really going to matter too much anyway, to be honest, because I'll be filming slow motion with it, 240 frames a second, 120 frames a second. So yeah, I hope I'm going to enjoy this lens. Even without the teleconverter, it's going to give me quite a considerable more range than the 50 to 140 does. And to talk about the lens, it's a bit of a beast. It's a behemoth of a lens. It looks like I'm overcompensating for something. Unlike my other Fuji zoom lenses that I've got, that's the 10 to 24 that I'm filming this on now, and my 50 to 140, this is an external zooming lens, so the barrel increases in length, and for that reason it has got a little lock on it, so when you're carrying it around, it's not going to deviate from its position, so there's a lock on it for that. It's got optical image stabilization, which is going to be very, very handy. It's got a focus limiter, so you've got full range, then you've got 5 meters to infinity. I'll probably be using the 5 meters to infinity more often than not, considering the reach of this lens. What else? It's got a lovely lens hood with a nice little window for if you want to put like a polarizer or a variable ND on. Why would you want to do that though? It's got a little window so you can adjust that, and it's got a little clutch as well, so the hood, you have to press that little button to take the hood off, so it's not going to like fall off, unintentionally. The zoom and focus rings are lovely and firm, but buttery smooth. The aperture ring isn't numbered, obviously, given that this is a variable aperture lens, and therefore you have a switch on the lens again to put it into like auto for exposure, so shutter priority or program mode. Now I've got a Nikon variable aperture zoom, an old D lens, and that's got an aperture collar on it, so quite why Fuji couldn't put an aperture collar on this, a numbered rather aperture collar on this, I don't know. It's got a very, very necessary tripod foot. This is a beefy lens, so you're going to need to mount it if you are mounting it on a tripod via the tripod foot. And that's my one little gripe with it, really, is that I wish the foot had a built-in Arca Swiss mount. I've had to add this one on, but it would be nicer if that foot was like fully Arca Swiss compatible. I haven't been out to take any pictures with it as yet. I'm filming this on Saturday the 4th of February. If I do get a chance before Tuesday to get out and about, I will put some images up. The ones you will have seen to date were all shot with my 50 to 140. So just so you can get like an idea of my level of skill as a bird photographer. I bought it from a reputable second-hand dealer here in the UK. And I paid the princely sum of £700 for it, so not cheap, not by any means inexpensive, but certainly not sort of budget blowing, amount of money. That I did look at the 150 to 600, and I would have had to save up for another few months, I think, to get that lens. So. I did put it on my XE1 just for laughs, and it did look absolutely ridiculous mounted to the XE1. Mounted on my XT5, it seems to be well balanced when you stand it like on the tripod foot. It's quite a well balanced lens. I think that really is all I can say about it, to be honest, until I've had a chance to put it through its paces and use it and get some thoughts on the image quality. then I can't really say anymore. Right, but I am really looking forward. I can't go out today with it. I'm going to the football this afternoon. Oh God, it's awful. Anybody who supports like a normal football team, i.e. not, you know, your Liverpools, your Man Cities, Man Uniteds of the world, will know that supporting your team 99% of the time is a chore rather than a pleasure. So by the time I get back from there, it's going to be dark, and I don't think I'm allowed to take stuff like this into the stadium. They probably think I'm a professional photographer if I did that. Yeah, so hopefully I can get out tomorrow or Monday, and then I will post some images up at the end of this video to see how good this lens is. Right then, that is it from Dexter and me. This is the introduction to the latest lens in our lineup. I got quite a collection now. I'll probably have to sell something before long, to be honest, to justify offer this. Now, I'm not giving up landscape photography. That is still my first love. But last year, pardon the pun, I branched out a little bit into woodland, but more into macro. Now, I need something to do during the summer months when, like, shooting landscapes is, you know, it's not the best time of year for shooting them. So this lens will give me another option for shooting nature, wildlife, birds, etc. On top of my macro stuff for the summer. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this lens in the warmer part of this year. Right then, that really is it now from Dexter and me. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate all the views, all the nice comments we get, all the interaction we get with the channel. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, so we will see you on the next one, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, your loved ones, your little pets, and be nice, okay? Just be nice, and then the whole world will seem to be a much nicer place too. Alright then, ta.
Zoom, just one look, and then my heart went boom. Sudden